तू चलता चल तू चलता चल तू चलता चल.
Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon and good evening from wherever you are joining in. We will continue with our English sessions. Let us now start with the MCQs. Before we start, let us get our basics of the exams clear, because we should know what pattern is what is the pattern of English examinations. How is it asked? It is a bit different for NDA and CDS. Again, AFACT will be altogether different. It will be mix of all. Here we will cover one by one each topic. So before we start the MCQs, the filling the blanks, first let us understand the pattern in NDA examination. As you can see, English is of 200 marks. Okay, so out of total 900 marks, which includes mathematics 300 and general ability 600. In general ability, English is adjusted. If you focus carefully, in 600 marks, 200 marks are of English and rest 400 are of other subjects such as physics, chemistry, biology and all. So English forms a major part. See, if you look carefully, there are 50 questions for 200 marks out of total 900 marks. 50 questions of 200 marks means each question is of 4 marks. So that is the importance English is carrying in NDA written examination. Now let us understand what is the CDS pattern. In CDS for IMA, Indian Military Academy, Indian Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, we have mathematics and English is common for both OTA as well as these other academies. And English is of 2 hours, 100 marks. So 2-hour paper for English, 120 questions, 100 marks. Out of 300 marks, English is carrying 1/3, 100 marks. So now you have understood NDA, CDS, English division and the importance English carries. So let us understand filling the blanks. Filling the blanks to improve the sentences. These come under sentence improvement section. To elaborate on what is exactly to be done, I have also noted down the exact question. In this section, look at the underlined part of each sentence. Below each sentence are given 3 possible substitutes. 3 possible substitutes are given for the underlined part. One of them, if one of them A, B or C is better than the underlined part, indicate your response in the answer sheet against the corresponding letter A, B or C. If none of the substitutions improves the sentence, indicate D, as D is generally no improvement as your response in the answer sheet. Thus, a no improvement response will be signified by the letter D. So let us start. Write your answers in the comment section. Let us know. Take pause. I'll myself take pause in this video. It is raining heavily all through this week. Has rained, rains, rained, no improvement. Next, until you don't finish the work, you won't be given a leave. Until you must finish, until finishing, until you finish, no improvement. Next, this is a matter I would rather not talk about, of which I would rather not talk about. I rather not talk about. Then I would rather not talk about, no improvement. Okay. English should not take much time. Mathematics has to be worked out. Physics has to be thought about. And history has to be recollected. But English should take minimum possible time. So let us see the answers. Please check. 1 is A, 2 is C, 3 D. So let us understand again. It is raining all through this week. See, all through this week, if it has already rained, it has rained. It has rained heavily all through this week. Until you don't finish the work, you won't be given a leave. See, until cannot go with negative don't. Until you finish. Until you finish the work, you won't be given a leave. This is a matter I would rather not talk about. This is a correct sentence. If you read and reread, to cross check, you can read and reread using other options as well. Try your level best. If there is no improvement, you would mark the D, no improvement, confidently. Do not worry. Next, solve these three. Fourth, there is no alternate, so we must leave now. Altering, alternative, alternation, no improvement. Next, the maid was laying the table for dinner, setting up, lying, sorting out, no improvement. Next, do take an umbrella with you, lest you do not get wet. Lest you should get wet, lest you should not get wet, lest you might not get wet, no improvement. Okay, now check back your answers. 4B, 5D, 6A. Let us understand why so. There is no alternate. This alternate is generally used for odd even or that kind of alternate. So we must leave. The correct answer is alternative. 4B, alternative. There is no other option. This comes under synonyms, antonyms part. So even such questions are asked in the examination. There is no alternative, so we must leave now. The maid was laying the table for dinner. This laying is correct. This line is jhoot bolna. Okay. Do take an umbrella with you, lest you should get wet. Lest is followed by should, and it is positive. Lest cannot go with not. Lest you should get wet. 6 is 8. Next. Solve these three. Hardly had he reached home when the telephone rang. He had reached. Did he reach? He reached. No improvement. Next, the names of the defaulters have been cut off the register. Cut out, strike out, struck off, struck out, struck off, no improvement. Next, my friend met me unexpectedly when I looked for a taxi desperately. Had looked, was looking, had been looking, no improvement. Take a pause. Check back your answer. 7D, 8C, 9B. These are asked in NDA examinations. Let us go back. Hardly had he reached home when the telephone rang. This is correct. Hardly had he reached. This is the correct usage of hardly. Hardly had he reached home. The names of the defaulters have been cut off this register. See, whenever there is registration, there is striking, struck off. 8C. Struck off. The names of the defaulters have been struck off the register. Correct answer is C, struck off. Next, my friend met me unexpectedly when I was looking for a taxi desperately. I was looking. See, two pasts cannot go together. My friend met me and then I looked. It cannot go together. Was looking. My friend met me unexpectedly when I was looking for a taxi desperately. Next. Go northeast across the mountains till you will reach an island. Reached. Reach. Have reached. No improvement. I have still to meet a person who is perfectly satisfied with his job. I am still to meet, I am yet to meet, might still meet, no improvement. Next, suppose if you are selected, will you give us a treat? Supposing if suppose, if, no improvement. Take a pause. Answers. Check back. 10th is B, 11th B, 12th C. These are asked in CDS examinations. Let us understand why. Go northeast across the mountains till you will reach. Go northeast across the mountains till you reach an island. Here, the future is accommodated in the present tense. Till you reach. So always till you do something. Do, not will do. Till you do something. I am yet to meet. I have still to meet me. I am yet to meet a person who is perfectly satisfied with his job. See, suppose and if cannot be used together. If you are selected, will you give us a treat? And that is what 12 is C. If you are selected, will you give us a treat? Okay, so we will keep solving these kind of questions. Filling the blanks have a range, either for sentence improvement in terms of use of synonyms, either tenses are covered in filling the blanks. Even prepositions, correct use of prepositions are covered in filling the blanks. The filling the blanks are not limited to only the articles or use of between, on, onto prepositions or use of conjunctions and, but they have a wide range. Whether the use of phrase is correct or not, whether the terms that are used are used correctly or not. So there is a range of why filling the blanks are given. Therefore, sentence improvement. So join us. We are starting with our batches in January 2023. We will solve more of these. And in class itself, we will get these solved so that English does not require a special preparation.